Man, we are back and black in the building. Oh, we made it back. Roll call. Shout out to everybody out there in Vegas. Man, everybody out there. I want everybody to watch the Selling Wolf tickets. Shout out to everybody out there in Vegas. Shout out to Homegirl Shani. Philly in the building. Florida in the building with Erica. Shout out to her. Shout out to my brother James Youngblood. Texas in the building. Shout out to the brother Dave for No Compromise. Georgia in the building. Shout out to the homegirl Marina. All the way in North Carolina, a.k.a. North Kakalaka. Selling Wolf tickets, man. Let's get it. Hilarious. I'm trying not to laugh, y'all, man. Man, I want to play this thing, man. Look, I want to play y'all this thing. Hold on, let me see. Which one was it? Well, Donald Trump was talking, so listen to this. I got to play this.
Very polite. Very polite. Plans for debate too? It was a great, we had a great debate. We had great poll numbers on the debate, and we enjoyed it. I hope she enjoyed it too, but I enjoyed it. And no, we're looking at it, but you know, when you win, you don't really necessarily have to do it a second time. So we'll see. But I thought we had a great debate last night. Thank you very much.
What would need to change for you to agree to a second debate? Would you want different rules? Would you want a different format?
Well, you know, when you...
He said, now listen, they said, what would you do to do a second debate? Just listen.
When you don't win, it's like a fighter. When a fighter has a bad fight, gets knocked out, or loses the fight, the first thing he says is, we want a rematch. So we won the debate according to every poll, every single poll. I think that, are we going to do a rematch? I just don't know. We'll think about it.
Would you still do the one on NBC on September 25th? You proposed that. Are you still committed to that?
I would do NBC. I'd do Fox too. I'd do Fox too. But right now we have to determine whether or not we even want to do it. We had a great night last night. And you see by the poll numbers, it was really fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody.
Man. I just wanted to play y'all that. That shit was hilarious. I wanted to play that. Let's talk about the Selling Wolf tickets. Now, I'm just gonna give y'all my opinion on how I feel about the whole thing. I watched the debate. I watched the highlights of it on, I think, Amazon Prime, one of them. Man, I was laughing my ass off. Cause the first thing I saw was, I was like, I don't think Donald Trump is reading the script. I think he's just going off the dome. I think he's just going off the dome because the one thing that people need to understand about what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us is study the white man. And when the dominant society knows, they like, well, I'm going to win regardless, whether I'm the president or not, because I'm up a Billy, and I don't really give a fuck. I'm just doing it because really the Republicans ain't got nobody else that probably even want to be bothered with that shit. This is what I really think. And I think during the debate, of course, shout out to my brother David No Compromise, James Youngblood. Of course, I knew they wasn't gonna talk about no black people. That's why they brung the racial content up. You know, I was shocked that he stuck to it. I thought he was gonna change, be like, well, I didn't mean to offend anybody, but he was just like, hey, she said she was Indian and now she said she was black. Either one is fine with me. It's not a big deal. Let me tell you what would have sent it over if he would have said, all I was trying to do was get clarification because, you know, black Americans, you know, if you're a black American, you know, you should stand proud. And I know plenty of black Americans and they've been proud the whole time I've known them, and they've never been known to one minute say they're black Americans and the next minute they say they're Chinese American or anything like that. You know, and I just think that that's disrespectful to black Americans. That's all. That's all I was saying. That's it. That's all I was saying. And then he could have followed up by saying, I don't need to cater to any racial group. I'm proud to be a white American. I'm proud to be a white American that's a citizen of this country. And I'm glad that if it had not been for black Americans, help to building this country and go through the things that they went through, I probably wouldn't have $1 billion. So yeah, I am going to say, hey, that's offensive to black people. If he would have said that, it would have been over with. I'm just being honest. See, the Republicans need black strategists. I'm talking about black strategists that are on the grounds, the grassroots. I'm pretty sure it could have been 100 million black people that could have wrote him a script and he'd have walked all the way to the finish line. Now, listening to Kamala Harris, she looked nervous. She looked aged. She wasn't laughing as much as she normally do. She did that Obama, the Obama hand when he used that hand to, put a point across. But I'm going to just keep it a buck. I ain't vote for none of them, but I'm going to tell you this. When Donald Trump brung up that cereal shit, and he brung up inflation and how expensive shit is, that ain't no lie. I'm sorry. I don't care. Look, first of all, let me tell you something about healthcare. For people that don't understand how healthcare works, it's fucked up. And it's very expensive. And Obamacare used to be Reagan Care. They've been fighting this bullshit issue. Let me tell you what the crux of the problem is. Giving healthcare to illegal immigrants for free without, saying, hey, man, we got to do something else. I'm sorry. See, a lot of immigrants wouldn't come over here if you'd be like, if you come over here, you on your own. You're just going to be homeless because we're not giving you anything. We're not doing anything for you, and we're not promising you shit because you're not from here and you're here illegally. So if it's going to be 100,000 immigrants laying on the street, y'all going to get tired of laying on the street. Y'all going to go back to where y'all came from and come to this country legally and pay taxes and not set up LLCs because you don't have a skill set to go get a hard-earned day's work of pay. So you want to beat the system in other ways by setting up LLCs and being Molly the maid and all. Don't think I don't be watching that shit in Las Vegas no matter where I go. That's why when you be like, damn, it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers living in that house, because the majority of them, they can't not work. They don't have social security cards. They're here illegally. I don't care what color the immigrant is. And what they do is they find different type of ways to beat the system while foundational black Americans are going to work and getting underpaid and overworked. That's where the issues lie. And let me tell you something. I was basically running through my database, which is my brain. I'm like, when are they going to talk about immigration? And then when they talked about immigration, he was like, I don't think it's 10 million. I think it's like 20 million. It's way more than that. And you are allowing thugs and crime to come here illegally, profit, take over apartment complexes, and that shit is, they not lying. Because you like, well, Warren, let me tell you something. If Kamala Harris would have said, look, we're going to close the border and we're going to reevaluate what we need to do. It's too many illegals over here. I love my immigrant group, but right now we're facing a bigger deficit because we are paying for things we shouldn't be paying for. And right now we just can't pay for illegal immigrants. You guys are going to have to go back to your country for a while so we can regroup. She don't even want to say that. She wants to tell you about being a sister girl and being an AKA and all this other bullshit and talk about collard greens and pinto beans, but where's your plan? How are you going to get the interest rates from 6.2 back to 4.9? Why is the interest rate 6.2? The average black American can't afford to buy a home when the interest rates are 6.2 because she doesn't care. Another thing, what is your policy? What's your stance on immigration? She danced around a lot of shit. And I think Trump was so confident because he knew, like, man, you fucked up on immigration. Immigration is fucked up. You don't have a plan for nothing. He's like, what did he say? He's like, yeah, I don't have a plan, but I know whatever plan I have, it'll be better than what the hell's going on right now. I'm surprised he didn't say, when she said, oh, he filed bankruptcy, yeah, but I'm still up $1 billion. So I don't know who was writing this stuff. I'd have been like, yeah, but I'm still up $1 billion, and I'm going to use my resources and I'm going to use my team to make sure that we're out of this deficit that you guys created. But he said a lot of interesting shit when he was just like, he's like, I know what they did and they created. Look, let me tell you something. Interest rates is high. The economy is at an all-time fuck up. And I believe Kamala and her cabinet is on the benign neglect policy. They don't give a fuck about no black people, and they're gonna use, like Obama did, the dumb, deaf, and blind black people to get them votes. And let me tell you something. This is my personal opinion. Man, I voted for Obama twice. Even after I was pissed off the first term, he didn't really do shit. He didn't really help stuff. He just saved the banks. And then cried, oh, I got to be the president for everyone. And then years later, when he wasn't the president no more, oh, I couldn't do nothing for black people because of racism and white supremacy. First of all, Barack Obama, real name is Barry Soetoro. He's a Kenyan. That's why Donald Trump kept saying, show me your birth certificate, because he was not from the United States of America Incorporated. That's one. Two, his grandmother gave him over $500,000. What black grandmother y'all know that's giving their kid $500,000 to go to all these prestigious schools? Right. That's second. And third, he never had any intentions on doing anything specifically for black folk because he didn't care. And I think he came out and said all this other bullshit because he don't want his kids getting cross-referenced with the bullshit like, damn, your dad was a fucked up president. You know what I mean? So I believe that's what was called damage control. And you notice when you look at Kamala Harris and we talk about inflation and how, you know, go to the grocery store and see how much groceries are. She had no comeback. She had no comeback. So at the end of the spectrum, man, I tell people like this. Look, do what y'all want to do. But I'm going to tell you, if you thinking you're going to get some great results like this is Barack Obama 2.0 or that lady is not going to help you. And this is my question, you know, before I get done, because I just want to do a quick one, but this is my real question. And then I'm done. I know David and James, everybody gonna be laughing. Now, I challenge people. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Most sisters, or most women in general, let's just say most women in general, right? Most women in general, if another bitch is fucking with your man, and you are not happy with that, right? Would you vote for that bitch to be the president? If she's fucking with your man, you don't know her policies or nothing. Most women don't even like talking about side bitches and all this other shit, right? Right. Okay, so then why is all these black women who will collude and get together and shit on a woman that's a homewrecker will magnify the situation, right? So, I'm going to say it again. Most women, if another woman is fucking with her man and trying to be a homewrecker, I highly doubt they're going to go vote for that woman or tell anybody to vote for that woman. Because how could she be a proud black woman and she was a side bitch? Right? Right. I'm just setting it up. Okay. And most women, when you ask most women, would you be okay with your husband's mistress running for some type of political office where you have to go out there and tell people to vote for that woman? Most women period would be like, fuck no. That bitch is a homewrecker. Right? Right. David's like, where are you going? James Youngblood, Erica, Shawnee, like, where is Warren going? Then why is it so many black women are telling black people to vote for Kamala when she was a professional side bitch? She was Willie Brown's mistress while he was married the whole fucking time. And nobody has come out, nobody black has come out and said, hey, that's not cool. I don't want my daughter thinking that I can fuck my way all the way up to the top. So which one do we want, ladies and gentlemen? Do we want strong foundational black Americans that have pride and intrinsic value, right? Or do we want Meg Thee Stallion twerking on stage as a goddamn fucking rally, a pep rally? That's what we want. You said, well, Warren, that doesn't, yeah, it does. Because think about it. Most women are like, I'm voting for Kamala, I'm voting for Kamala. And then when you be like, well, you know she was a side bitch and that's how she got it. Then every person make an excuse until it's your husband, until it's your relationship being home wrecked. And then we gonna see if you be voting and talking this bullshit about voting for somebody that was what y'all call it, a home wrecker. Now, most brothers ain't gonna be like, nah, she did what she did. It is what it is. But I'm specifically talking to women in general. Because most women are not going to agree to vote for the side bitch. Well, what do you mean? If the woman that was the mistress of your husband is running for political office and somebody came back around and told you to vote, 9 out of 10, any woman gonna be like, fuck no, I'm not voting for that bullshit. But for some sort of reason, we have skipped over her infidelities, right? As a politician and her being a side woman and being a mistress to somebody black, right? We've skipped over that and made it palatable and okay. So what I'm asking women today, where is your moral compass? Where is it? Because that is shamed and looked upon in such shame, being a mistress and all this other stuff. But it's okay for us to vote for this woman who was a side mistress in the Bay Area of California. And now we're going to push her all the way to the presidency. And then you would turn around and ignore that and tell young women to be like that woman who was a mistress the whole fucking time? So basically, you're telling me she fucked her way up to the top. She has no idea of what's going on. She has no policies. Every time you ask her about a policy, she ain't got no policy. So now I'm going to say, where's the intrinsic value? And where's the moral compass for the women? Because y'all jumped all over Trump when he was like, oh, grab him by the pussy. You're right. He should be saying that. Now, let's take that same energy and keep it for Kamala. How could you be a side woman, a mistress to a married man, and everybody knows it, and now we're supposed to turn around and vote for you? You don't have no policies, but you can tell us about all your sexcapades you had with Willie Brown, if I'm not mistaken. And I know I'm not mistaken. So how does that work morally? I'm talking to Christian women that believe in Jesus Christ and want to go to heaven. Now you tell me, leave the comments, where the fuck is your moral compass? I'm done. Guilty, nigga. Peace. That moral compass bullshit went out the window, huh?